This is a man's world, but we won't quit. This is a man's world. She who dares wins.
Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Survive a Man's World. Today I'm going to talk about how you can be more confident. Confidence, is it something you can really learn? Yes, of course it is. Let me tell you, before I worked in construction, even way back when I was a kid, I was the quietest, most unconfident person there is out there. I wouldn't even speak to anyone. Confidence is something that I've gained over 12 years from lots of different life experiences, but there are certain things you can do to help improve your confidence. I hear you say, like what, Michelle? Well, self-love. Yeah, I know this is a hard one, especially for some of you girls out there, but how can you be confident if you don't even like yourself? Start appreciating how good you are. Think about the things that you like about yourself, and instantly you're starting your own journey to being confident. Start doing more. What do I mean by start doing more? I started to become more confident as soon as I started stepping out of my comfort zone. So doing things that really made me feel uncomfortable and things that made me fearful. And then when I'd done them and had accomplished certain things, I felt more confident. Going to speak to that person on site that I really feared and thought that he was just going to shout at me, I just conquered that fear and went and spoke to him, and then all of a sudden became more confident in talking to different types of men on a construction site. Learning from other people. This is a big one. I've learned to be confident by watching other people. You might have a super confident friend. Go and ask them, say, hey, why are you so confident? What is it that you do that enables you to go and be super confident? They might not even know that they are confident in themselves. They might look at themselves and say, hey, I'm not confident. Why are you asking me? I don't feel confident. And it's weird because then you realize people don't actually know that they're confident. This is kind of weird as I'm doing a talk on being confident, so therefore I must know that I am slightly confident. We're losing shit here. But yeah, it's a sense of being. Confidence takes time, so don't beat yourself up if you're not uber confident about everything straight off the bat. It takes time to learn. Like I say, it comes from experience. So the more you can experience, the more you're going to gain your confidence. There's other things in the past that I've done to help gain my confidence, like NLP. I've looked into this, and body language has helped me, mirroring what other people are doing, understanding other people's personalities, understanding myself, understanding what makes me tick and what makes me confident in certain situations, and then adapting or using these tools to become more confident. For example, if I'm not confident in a certain area of engineering, then I'll overcompensate. I'll go and learn more about that part of engineering, ask questions, and then I know when I'm coming to do it that I'm set up in the best possible way so that I would do the job confidently. Baby steps, yeah, simple little things, like going to speak to that guy at the bar or speaking to that guy in the office that you've never even introduced yourself to. These are little baby steps, but once you do one, then you just move on to the next. And that's how you really build your confidence. Letting go of past experiences. This is a really hard one. When something knocks your confidence, it's so hard to regain it, but something you really got to work at. I made a mistake on site over 10 years ago, and it was relatively big. At the time I thought it was a huge issue, and it really knocked my confidence. And when that type of work came up again, I never wanted to accept it because I just quite frankly didn't have the confidence to do the job. But it took a situation where I didn't have the option to not do the work, and once I completed that first task again and realised that I could do it, I started to build back up my confidence. What happened in the past, move on. Think about external things that make you more confident. Is it wearing a certain suit to work? Is it when you do your hair and your makeup and you feel like, yeah, I'm ready to go? Is it being surrounded by certain people? Then if it is, then surround yourself by them more. I wouldn't focus too much on the physical side of things. For me, that's completely out the window on a construction site. I'm going to look how I'm going to look, makeup runs. That doesn't necessarily make me feel confident. What makes me feel confident is when I do jobs right. So the more jobs that I do and the more jobs I can expose myself to, the more confident I feel in my work. You might not work in construction, you just want to know how to be confident and go and speak to a guy that you've never spoken to before. And all the things here that we've discussed relate to that too. You've got to work on it. And finally, realise that not everyone is confident. Yeah, they might come across as it. People that I've thought are super confident in the past have actually not been confident. They just have this great front, this like bravado. That's probably the wrong word. But you can work on that. You know, you might be petrified inside, and that's okay. But if you come across as, you know, strong and confident, a facade, then cool, go with it. No one else is gonna know. I think we've covered everything. Hopefully you're more confident. I feel like I'm more confident. I'm never more confident. This is not confident. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of How to Survive a Man's World. I'll be back next week with more content. And hopefully you'll be more confident. God, that was terrible. Awful.